This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Well, that was nice. Not necessarily easy the entire time, but the Astros bats come out and step up in a big way, helping the pitching overcome a bad night because they were absolutely horrific the entire night. Only one clean inning from Astros pitching in this baseball game tonight. Came in the fifth inning. Yikes, oh yikes. But they get the victory. That's all that matters. 10-7. They've won 2 in a row, and they've busted out in Baltimore, hitting the ball, which is a huge, huge thing for this club, especially given how awful they had been at the plate as of late. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Astros Postcast. I am your host, Michael Connor. Thank you for dropping by and watching, whether it's live or later on. You can always find this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Go and search Locked On Astros. It's available for you there. This episode tonight is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the USA. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31st, 2025. So what's the number one thing that you're walking out of this one talking about?
This is what you'll be talking about.
It's pretty simple from the standpoint of that's 2 nights in a row that the Astros have hit the baseball. And I'm going to key in on the positive before we do talk about the negative tonight because, the negative, of course, is the fact that the pitching was, downright horrible. And the Astros have gotten even worse news on the pitching front today when it comes to another piece of that bullpen. But the bats for 2 consecutive days have done their job. They came out again tonight, and they put up a crooked – they took advantage. Look what they've done in 2 games in Baltimore. They didn't do this last weekend when they played Baltimore. They've taken advantage of situations every time that they popped up, which is huge. Last night, they faced Young, who had – he had – I'm sorry, I got to take a sip of water. But he had nearly thrown a perfect game against the Astros the last time out. And they, last night, basically took every single mistake pitch that he threw, and they hit it hard. And they put up numbers all night long. Great. Exactly what you needed. Now, tonight, first couple innings, 6 up, 6 down, nothing there. And that 3rd inning comes around. And Baltimore, there's a reason why Baltimore's bad this year. They've got a lot of talent on that roster. They're going to be good again at some point. But part of the reason why they're bad this year is the fact that they like to kick the baseball around and play sloppy baseball. And they did that in that 3rd inning. And what do you do if you're a good baseball team in those situations? You take advantage of it. And that's exactly what they did. They get a run out of it. They extend the inning. And then, boom, Christian Walker makes them pay with the ultimate price of a 3-run home run. Of course, in typical fashion for the Astros, Baltimore comes back quickly in the 4th and gets 3 on the board. They get 2 more on the board then the Astros respond with 3 of their own thanks to Jeremy Pena. Baltimore gets a couple back on the board, gets another on the board. But here's the thing, almost the entire night, outside of one time that Baltimore scored, the Astros had a response every time. Every single time. I've liked the bat quality the last 2 days. Swinging good pitches. They're hitting it hard. And when you get results, confidence builds. Jeremy Pena drives in 4 tonight. Christian Walker drives in 3. Victor Caratini, can't go without saying something about him. What he's meant to this team this year, and he's kind of back into the role that he's supposed to be in. He's been huge. They need to get him. They need to make sure they keep him around. But probably one of the best pinch hitters in all of baseball. Not many guys are good in that role. And for 2 years here now, he has been excellent in that pinch hitting role. And right when you need a little bit more insurance, comes in and against a guy in Corbin Martin whose numbers this year have been good against lefties as a right-handed pitcher. And wallops one out to the wall. Gives you the insurance you need because it turns out with this pitching staff, you need the insurance. Now, that's the other side of this baseball game tonight that we can talk about. I don't know what you do with Lance McCullers. I'm being honest with you. I really don't. He has a role. He got out of situations tonight, but it was the same mess that we've seen when he's pitched this year. He gets into a lot of trouble. He always has been a guy that will walk too many. But I mean, pretty flat out, he can't throw strikes consistently. That's kind of always been the MO. You know, he cannot put a fastball in the zone, it feels like, to save his life. His breaking pitches not being strikes is okay. Do you need to land some of them in the strike zone? Yeah. You got to keep guys honest. But the fact that, you know, nobody should respect his fastball command one bit. Just make him throw it. This team is so banged up. He's got to roll somewhere. I just don't know. Now, let's say you get Luis Garcia back here. You want to start him. The Astros bullpen has been. Do you think about McCullers just going to the pen? I think you got to think about it. I don't know. We'll see. He's probably going to get more starts, which is fine, I guess. But he wasn't even the biggest issue necessarily tonight. I mean, the bullpen behind him was trash. If you missed it before the game, the Astros have lost Bennett Sousa now to elbow inflammation. Like the however many pitchers that's been. I don't know what's going on over there, man. Something's up. They lose him. When you hear elbow inflammation for a pitcher, I mean, there's no way you're thinking it's going to be quick. They, by the way, transferred Brandon Walter to the 60-day today, which is interesting because, well, I felt like maybe he can come back at some point. But obviously not. So Sousa goes down. And the bullpen that has already lost Josh Hader, the ramifications from that have been massive, is down another leverage arm. Sean Dubin stinks. I have zero faith in him. De Los Santos has been good since he's been here. Tonight he did leave one over the plate. It got absolutely rocked for a home run. I will gladly stand on the podium and tell you I'm the biggest Caleb Ort hater in the history of time. I absolutely cannot wait for the day that comes that Caleb Ort is not pitching for the Astros. I can't stand watching him. He stinks. Everything he throws, he throws hard, but everything's right down the middle. Everything he throws right down the middle. This is where they're at. I understand it. He has no business pitching late in games. None whatsoever. At all. He is the mop-up guy if he's on this team. And he was that for a while. Now they're banged up. They got some problems. It happens. Abreu, of course, closes it out tonight. They signed Craig Kimbrell. He pitched Wednesday for the Round Rock Express through like 18 pitches or something. So, and his first day there, we probably didn't want to use him. I'd imagine we'll see him tomorrow in tomorrow's baseball game. And who knows what he can give you. I said it the other night, but man, I think I said it last night too, but with the news that Sousa's down, you're going to see some teams here very soon go ahead and release some guys before September, just the teams that aren't going to be in it anymore. And we've already seen a few guys that's happened to. So there probably will be some relievers available to just flat out sign because teams don't want to pay them in the month of September. They can get out of a little bit of that money. And maybe the Astros have an opportunity there somewhere to pick up another arm to help them out because they need as many as they can get. But I'm just curious if they even talked to Ryan Presley. And again, I'm not like the world's like jumping over, needing feeling like I need him all the time. But watching some of these guys out here, and it's more than anybody. It's Caleb Ort. You can't convince me you can't get more out of Ryan Presley still for a month than you're getting out of Caleb Ort. So yeah, you survived tonight. That's the positive. They got to do it again tomorrow. Let's talk about tomorrow's game here in a brief second. Locked On Astros Postcast. After a win. All right, real quick before we get back to that discussion on the Astros victory, let me tell you about boosting your energy, baby. Let's go. Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or just need a little extra push to power you through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times, good people, and good flavors. The grape, ginger, lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for two to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Excludes the Masters tournament. Ends October 31, 2025. Astros winners tonight, and it feels great to have 2 nights in a row where they go out there and they score runs. And they tonight bail out the pitching staff, which was not good, in a 10-7 victory over the Baltimore Orioles. As we are doing this show live, by the way, I just want to give you guys a quick update if you have not checked on it. Top of the second, up in Seattle. Currently, the Athletics are up 1-0. Go A's, go tonight. The Astros currently have a 2.5-game lead in the American League West. It, of course, would go to 3 if the A's can hold on to that small 1-0 lead. Just, I don't care how you do it, Oakland. Not Oakland. Dang it, I did it. Athletics. It's just the Athletics. It's nothing else. Be great if they could do that for the Astros tonight. Who's the player of the game from this one?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Tonight we're going with Mr. Drumroll, Jeremy Pena. You are the player of the game, sir. Pena been in a little bit of a funk of late. He needed a night like tonight. He drives in 4, has a couple of hits at the top of the order, of course. We all know the success that he's had this season. 14th home run of the season. It's his 100th game of the year. You think about, kind of missing that time. He's probably going to have a 20 to 25 home run season this year. Got that batting average still over 300 at 307. Got an OPS up near 850. He's been unbelievable this year overall. They do need him. And, it's been great to see. It was great to see him have good swings tonight. In this one. The other good news is, and I've not checked on how he is doing in the game so far, Yordan Alvarez should be back here soon, folks, and you can add that into this lineup, which is going to be a big boom to them. Yordan's been tremendous down there in his rehab assignment. He's playing left field tonight and getting all the work out in left field, batting leadoff. He's 0 for 3 so far in the game tonight with a walk. And a run scored, but he's played the whole game to this point. They are currently in the 7th inning as we're doing this. He's about to actually hit again here in a brief moment. I think I have the ability to watch this game. I have MLB TV. Can I watch this game? I'll throw it on and watch it, see if I can see Yordan. Yeah, I do. If you have I don't know. If you have MIL, whatever. I'm talking out loud. I have MLB TV, but I don't know if that comes with MILB TV. Probably not. Hopefully he gets a hit. Wallops one out of the park down there at Whataburger Field. Tomorrow, when the game wraps up, it is another, not late, but, evening ball game tomorrow. Of course, we'll be here with the Locked On Astros Postcast. I got a busy day tomorrow. If you are into preseason NFL football, head over to the Locked On Texans page tomorrow afternoon. I will be live hosting the Locked On Texans squad show following their final preseason game against the who the hell are they playing? Detroit Lions tomorrow with Wade Smith, former Texans lineman, Stan Norfleet, and John Hickman. And then tomorrow night, when Astros and Orioles wraps up, I will be here on this channel talking Astros, hopefully getting a series victory, making it 3 consecutive wins, and doing it like they've done it the last couple of nights, which is score runs. I'd love to see it. Christian Javier going to go for the Astros tomorrow. Hopefully feeling better. Dean Kramer going to go for Baltimore in that one. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. We'll talk again tomorrow after Astros and